Roja ma'am, kindly start the session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to this session, all of you. And in this, we are just seeing that how actually the uh, managing anger, how actually managing anger can, make our school, our classrooms very conducive. You know? And uh, yes, somebody was saying that they're going to. Yes, Sukhwinder sir, you were saying something. Sukhwinder sir? Okay. So yes, it promotes healthy relationship. If we are having a good, if we are able to manage our anger in the class, we'll have a good relations with the children, and also the academic achievements will be much better, and our professional growth also will be there. Okay. And when we are when we are able to manage our anger, we will be able to, spread the culture of respect even in the children, because we are the role models. Someone has said correctly, we are the role models. Punit Corman says, I think, that we are the role models. Yes. So we are going to, once we start managing our anger, we will be able to, you know, spread a very, very good message among the students. They will follow you as you are the role models. Now, if we go to this, actually we see in schools, what this slide I wanted you all to see. That is the incidents that happen in school due to lack of anger management. Uh, would anyone like to just read it? See, these are all very, very familiar ones. We find students fighting, excuse me, sir, when you please take it to the other next one, the previous slide, incidents in school. Yes, managing anger. Yes, in a school setting. Yes, sir. Yes. Tell me, what are the triggers in school due to lack of anger management? What happens, in schools? What are those things that happen? We find children fighting, and there is a lot of abusive language used, disrespectful language used, shouting at each other, bullying. All this we have just seen. And even sometimes, the teachers' conflict also, the teacher-student conflict. All these are one of those reasons. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, please welcome. So how can we maintain, or what are the things that we can do to maintain a proper, conducive environment in this? We need to control our anger, manage our anger, and to manage our anger, there are certain strategies. You all must be doing it. Let's discuss one by one. Yeah. Sir, the next slide, sir. Yes, this is it. Of course, every one of us must be taking relaxing and then deep breathing exercises we do sometimes. Uh, I would like to call upon Banu Rekha ma'am. Banu Rekha ma'am, would you please?
Ma'am, do not wait for
Shall I?
participants actually. Maybe few people don't feel comfortable turning on. Just get on with it. Yeah,
Oh, no,
please.
they might just speak, and this will be a good thing if we are really discussing. These things you must be doing. Taking deep
See,
breathing
but then if you call
exercises.
for three, four times and they're not responding, we cannot
Yeah.
wait, isn't
Okay.
it? We have a stipulated
Yeah.
time period. That's what is my concern.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Okay. And the
Shall I?
these are certain strategies where we can actually manage our techniques, anger, these techniques. Now, what are they like? Deep breathing and cognitive restructuring. I want to talk a little on cognitive restructuring because, see, when we manage our anger, we'll be able to solve our problems. And when our problem solving skills will increase, then we will surely be able to manage our anger. But I would like to talk upon this cognitive restructuring. What is cognitive restructuring? Marina, ma'am,
Ma'am.
cognitive
Cognitive,
restructuring. Let's talk.
cognitive means relating the brain, the way we think. है ना? तो
Yeah,
cognitive restructure most probably means the rewiring, or how the rewiring the way we think. Our thought process needs to be changed.
exactly. Right. Very right, ma'am. So suppose if we
We have
say,
to stand like a third person.
yeah, ma'am,
Ma'am, we have to stand
please
like a
come.
third person. Instead of
Okay.
standing in our position, we have to stand in their opposite side also. Why they are like that? So we have to think in that way so we can solve it.
Very good, ma'am. Right. You're absolutely right, ma'am. When we think how they are feeling, then we can manage our anger. Absolutely. So when we say I can't, how should we actually reframe it? I can. I can. When you say I can't, try reframing it as I can. Because anger is not something which you should not get. Yes, you can get anger because it is one of those emotions that we human beings have. And it happens that we need to express our anger. But that anger, expressing our anger is what is important. How we express it is more important. So, yes, ma'am. Sukhvinder's call, ma'am. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, ma'am. And even, even when, can anyone just tell me, I always mess things up. How are you going to change it into a positive reframing? I always mess things up. I can learn from my mistakes, isn't it? When you mess things up, that means you're creating some mistake. And obviously, when you say that I can learn from these mistakes, then obviously there will be a lot of change in our, approach, understanding of our own anger. When I say I will never succeed or do well in my life, how can we change that? By recalling a good moment and then back. Okay, that's right, ma'am. When the things are messed up in our mind, yes, when the things are messed up in our mind, we have to declutter them and we have to learn from them what is it that is being messed up over there. We need to
if
know. Yes, ma'am.
if
We
we
need to relax in class. Yes.
if we change our mindset itself, we can come up, ma'am. The mindset,
Yes,
what
yes.
we
Ma'am,
prepared,
instead of
how we
getting
were living for a
angry,
long time. Yes, yes. The
we have
weather,
to think.
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Ma'am, instead of getting angry, what is the root cause we have to find out. So, in
Yeah.
if we have solved that one, then everything will be okay. For example, if the slow
Everything is.
learners they couldn't understand, they are not at all understanding or they are not disturbing. Na, we have to keep on asking question to them, so they will have that.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am is keep on asking questions, so we have to learn, so they won't disturb. In our any way, the teaching method we have to change. All those things we can do now, it will reduce our anger.
Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right. Yes.
No,
We can
but
change our pitch. You're right.
about this, what ma'am said, no, about my concern it is, we can tell the child why ma'am is asking the questions to you, because ma'am loves you, or you want to read it, or you have to say your doubts, or you can ask a doubt, or you have to complete your work. So these are the things we must speak to the child personally. Then the
Yeah,
child will be
personally,
studying,
yes.
or else in front of the class we are telling the child because we know that how we all learn in our school days, right? So I think the personal talk is the best thing with the child to reduce anger. I don't think so. These days, here in our school, no, the
Actually,
teachers, they are not showing any anger in the class. No, it's no, it's a negative
yeah,
effect only. We won't
yeah,
show.
that
This will,
anger
yeah,
now has reduced because the teachers have understood that this is how we need to go, they have understood there's a lot, but then at times we do get angry. We do get angry because sometimes some new things crop up, and then maybe we are triggered. But then we need to sometimes take break from that anger, and then like timeout strategies we can take out or leave, just go and have a sip of water, and then you know or you may not carry that anger to home. You can just relax yourself, sing, and you can manage that anger so that next day you will come back again rejuvenated. Yeah. So
yeah.
yes, thank you. And see, there's a slide here, the boiling pot. I wanted to know from you all that what is that boiling point, boiling pot, sorry, boiling pot. Put your, ingredients into it. Like, what is it that made you angry, made you really boil? Is there any such story anyone has? Very challenging, and you have managed it. We need to know now. You can see here, I have put two pictures here. One is
Mhm.
on the right side. That is the physiological change. The pot has gone completely, outside. What changes it has taken, and here the psychological changes. You see, your thoughts have become now red. You can understand? Yeah. The next one slide, sir, if you can just show the boiling pot. Yes. So you just tell me now, can anyone share your, mm, you know, boiling pot incident? You can, because we are going to keep it confidential. No, it's okay.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I feel like it's not a story, but according to this, if you see the boiling pot, the anger, if we get our own energy gets depleted. So then
Absolutely.
that means we get exhausted and then we are unable to carry on things further.
Forward, right. Absolutely. Uh, then can we have these questions now? How are we going to, ma'am, Bhavanjot Singh ma'am has told that, ma'am, how to manage his anger with a colleague. Yeah. How can we manage anger with a colleague? Can anybody come out with this? Let's discuss a little
Yeah.
about
Can
it.
I say something here?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I feel anger with a colleague is the best way is, not to keep anything in the mind and openly, straightforward, open conversation should be there. So that would help a lot because if we don't do that, we start perceiving that things are wrong and we build up unnecessary anger and all. So open talk is important.
Yeah, we're going. So talk is important. Uh, yes. Do you all agree, my dear teachers?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you have anything,
Whatever we feel not good. No need, no need. Actually, we should not go behind each and everything for the corrections. Yeah, in their angle, it may be right. From my angle, it won't be correct. So we can make them understand. That's all. Softly, we can tell them. So yeah,
yeah,
according to the rule or in a,
Even if
in
we
a,
get angry also, after some time we can talk to that person, ma'am. After that time, we have to give settling time, then we have to discuss. We don't want to discuss in an angry way, so we have
yeah.
to give settling time, then we have to discuss it. Okay, what's wrong? Who is wrong?
Yes, right,
absolutely.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Jennifer.
someone has told here. If I'll just read it out here. Uh, like somebody has told that in the previous some previous webinar, somebody said there should be a gap, between the who said that? May I know, please?
Selvi.
I didn't get you, ma'am. What you are asking
Okay,
didn't get
Selvi,
you.
ma'am, please tell me what is it, ma'am? You were saying? Hello? Yes, Selvi, ma'am. Okay. We have this Sukhwinder sir also had asked something. What is it? So sorry, I'm very sorry, Sukhwinder Kaur, ma'am. What did you ask about kindergarten children? Kindergarten children. How are we going to manage our anger with kindergarten children? I think, yes, anybody has a answer to this? Yeah, kindergarten children. How are we going to handle our anger?
So kindergarten is
I
according to,
think,
yeah.
I
Hello.
think, yes. The children we can have, but what about our anger? It is our anger that we are talking of, not the children. We're talking of our anger. So we can give the children something, rewards. But what about us? When we are angry at that moment, how are we going to deal our kindergarten?
I'm accepting the situation will be like this, so we have to accept. Okay, it will be like this only. First thing we have to accept it will be like this. They are small children. They will behave like this only. So we have to manage. Accepting is
We
the
have
first
to
thing.
accept first. Okay, first. And then, and I tell you that kindergarten children, that is the place where actually your anger actually melts, it melts. So you go to the kindergarten classes, you will enjoy talking to them, chatting to them, take it lightly. And yeah, what they do is they are children, so they will be doing certain things. They don't know what they're doing. So we need to tell them. Yes, ma'am. Shanti ma'am is saying if we get angry, we need to move from that place for few seconds. Yeah, for few seconds. Yeah, not completely taking a flight. Okay, that is, um, we need to just take a few minutes off and then come back, then rewire ourselves, talk again, talk it out. Thank you, ma'am. Just any more questions, my dear friends? Thank you so much for in bringing this, making it a lively webinar where there's so much of interaction. And I have ended this with this. Anger is a sign of weakness. So if we can control it, if you can control anything. Thank you, Lakshmi, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So that was all about today's session. No doubt it was a insightful session with lots of what do we say, information, I should say. But I should say that once people start using, I really um, appreciate the people who start using them in their life and then coming up with the doubts. Teaching is a practice, lifelong practice. That's the reason CBSE has made this 50 hours of training compulsory every year. Because every year there is something new to learn. How much ever experienced you are. See, if I call myself as 10 years experienced, 10 years of the experience which is old, 10 years old. So we have to make new experiences. We have to come up with new outcomes in life always, isn't it? So really, it was an insightful session, but I suppose people have to use their notes on daily basis. Every morning as you wake up, like you read your Bhagavad Gita, Quran, or Bible, just go through these 4 or 5 pages of anger management and observe yourself.
Yes,
For
sir.
a teacher,
Journaling is very
observing
important.
herself or
Journaling,
himself is very much important. Observing himself or herself.
self-assessment.
Yeah, for 1 year, you should have anger management as a goal. Every day, you have to look upon to
Yeah.
yourself, look into yourself. Today, how did I manage?
Mm.
Then it becomes a part of your life.
Yeah.
Or else it is not that, like, I have attended several anger management sessions, but still I am unable to control my anger. I suppose I need a therapist. It's not like that. It's a lifelong process. It is something coming from within. It
Process.
is not like a PPT like which you learn today and you master after 10 days. So that
Yeah.
was really a wonderful session,
Yes.
Ma'am. Thank you so
It's
much.
all a practice. It all depends on
It's all
practice.
a practice, yes. I suppose everyone have had a really good and wonderful time
Thank
because
you,
we have,
everyone, for thank you so
yeah,
much.
we have had overseas participants also today. Yeah, so that is really wonderful. So I can
Wow.
really
So
understand how
nice.
important this topic
Thank
is
you.
for most of the people.
Yes.
And
Thank you
so for
so
the,
much, Ravikant sir, and
yes,
the
ma'am, you can,
platform you have given me is really making me meet people, and I have met today so many wonderful people today. I'm really thankful to you for that. And yes, I would like to even suggest them to join this, under him. He's such a wonderful coach. Ravikant sir, he guides us so well in the beautiful sessions we had, and you must join him so that really you will learn a lot. And he has given me this session, and I'm sure I have come up to his expectations, and I will do my best because this is my first session on webinar online. But yes, I have learned a lot from all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
thank you, ma'am. You have once again proved that, self, like being very humble is a good thing. So humility is very much important in life. Thank you so much. So dear participants, those who all would like to grab a certificate for this session, as you all know, you need to pay 50 rupees towards certificate to the number 9908925730. I have written it in the chat box. You can do either Google Pay, Phone Pay, or Paytm.